Welcome to whofooadventures. This is the next video in our continuing series on the Sedona Vegfest 2020.
In this video, Dr. Greger lectures on the topic of diabetes. Let's watch.
Diabetes, we've known since the 1930s. Take a small group of diabetics, put them on a plant-based diet, come back 5 years later, a quarter of them off all their insulin altogether. But, plant-based diets tend to be relatively low-calorie diets. I mean, maybe their diabetes just got better because they had lost so much weight. I mean, the only way to tease that out is to take people, put them on a healthy diet, and force them to eat so much food that they don't lose any weight. Then we can see if there's some unique benefits to plant-based eating beyond just all the easy weight loss. Well, we'd have to wait 44 years, but here it is. Subjects were weighed every day. If they started to lose weight, there may be more food. In fact, so much more food, some of the participants have problems eating it all. They're like, oh, not another salad. Oh. All right, but eventually they adapted. So, no weight loss, despite restricting meat, eggs, dairy, and junk. Okay, so with zero weight loss, was there any benefit to their diabetes? Well, insulin needs were cut 60% across the board. Half the diabetics ended off all their insulin altogether. Wow! How many years did that take? No, 16 days. 16 days later. So we're talking diabetics who've had diabetes for as long as 20 years, injecting 20 units of insulin a day, then 13 days later on none. Diabetes for 20 years, then off all insulin in less than 2 weeks. Diabetes for 20 years because no one had told them about a plant-based diet. For decades, they were just 13 days away at any time from being free. Here's participant number 15. 32 units of insulin on the control diet, then 18 days later on none. Lower blood sugar, some 32 units less insulin. That's the power of plants. And remember, this was with zero weight loss. His body just started working that much better when provided with the proper fuel. And what are the side effects? Oh, how about cholesterol's dropping like a rock to under 150 on average, making them effectively, heart attack proof, just as like a little bonus. So, just like asking our patients to make modest changes in our diet will only net you moderate benefits in terms of cholesterol reduction. How moderate do you want your diabetes? Everything in moderation is kind of a truer statement than many people realize. Asking diabetics to make moderate changes in diet can leave them with moderate blindness, moderate kidney failure, moderate amputation, maybe just a few toes or something. Moderation in all things isn't necessarily a good thing. There's a famous study published in a journal called Cell Metabolism, which purported to show that diets high in meat, eggs, and dairy could be harmful to health as smoking, suggesting that those who eat a lot of animal protein in middle age 4 times as likely to die from cancer, diabetes. But if you look at the actual study, you'll see that's simply not true. Those eating more animal protein didn't have 4 times the risk of dying from diabetes. They had 73 times the risk of dying from diabetes. Now, those that chose moderation, only eating a moderate amount of animal protein, they just had 23 times the risk of death from diabetes. The academic institution where the study was done sent out a press release with a memorable opening line: that chicken wing you're eating could be as deadly as a cigarette. Explain, look, quadrupling one's risk of dying from cancer, that's comparable to smoking. Right? So, what was the reaction in the scientific community to this revelation that diets high in meat, eggs, and dairy could be harmful to health as smoking? Well, one nutrition scientist said it was potentially dangerous to tell people about this study. Why? Because, hey, a smoker might think, why bother quitting smoking if my ham and cheese sandwich is just as bad for me? Let's not tell anyone about this whole meat and dairy thing. Shh. It reminds me of this famous Philip Morris cigarette ad that tried to downplay the risk by saying, hey, you think secondhand smoke is bad, increasing risk of lung cancer 19%. Well, hey, drinking 1 or 2 glasses of milk every day, maybe 3 times a day, 62% increased risk of lung cancer. Or doubling your risk frequently cooking with oil. Tripling your risk of heart disease by eating non-vegetarian. Multiplying your risk 6-fold if you eat lots of meat and dairy. So, they conclude, let's keep some perspective here. The risks from secondhand smoke may be well below that of other everyday activities, so breathe deep. That's like saying, yeah, don't worry about getting stabbed, because getting shot is so much worse. How about neither? 2 risks don't make a right. Of course, you'll note Philip Morris stopped throwing dairy under the bus once they purchased Kraft Foods. Just saying.
Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe for more videos from the Sedona Vegfest 2020.
In this video, Dr. Greger lectures on the topic of obesity.
Diabetes.